I just watched this viral video on Twitter and it really pissed me off. It's about the Go Gym situation. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this situation. So there was a woman at Gold's Gym in LA. She goes there every day. Now, while she was in the bathroom, she sees a transgender woman. Now, the transgender woman was fully unclothed.
Hold up. What's so crazy about this is, what blows my mind, and I would never, well, I do get it, but it, you know, at the end of the day, we just gotta go with the, we gotta go with it. We gotta go with the flow, right? Because this is the world today. It's okay for a man, right? 'Cause that's what it is. A man who consider himself a woman, right? Transgender, transformer, whatever, right? And using the women bathroom, right? But it's not okay for a herbalist, right? A herbal doctor to spread the word on how to heal cancer, HIV, etc. Every time that's spread online, it's false information. I know because I've done it, right? I went to school to study this, so I know. But every time you post it online, they want to block it and say it's false information. Because the industry that provides you pills don't want, obviously, for you to heal. Because if you're not sick, they don't get paid. But this is okay. It's okay for another man to sleep with another man. That's okay, though. Crazy work, bro.
The woman was also unclothed. And what she saw made her feel uncomfortable, right? Apparently, the transgender woman had a huge hanging pipe. Something vicious on her. So she made us think about it. Like, hold on, bro. Like, can we get some privacy? Like, can I not be unclothed around somebody with a huge hanging pipe on them? And that caused the chaos that ultimately got the woman more victimized because she ultimately got banned from the gym for speaking up. But the situation gets worse.
Wow, the woman who spoke up got banned from the gym? The woman who spoke up got banned from the gym? That's crazy work. And they take the transformer side? Nah, bro. Use your brain, bro. Use your brain on what type of world we're living in, bro.
From there.
How are you? Did you tell me or not that women like to see?
Wow, he's clearly a man, bro.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that.
Wow.
And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No. That's fine. I want the video. You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right
Matter
to
of fact,
a man in the restroom.
I can't say this is the type of world we live in because I don't think this goes down everywhere in the world. This is mainly America, though. I could be wrong, but this is mainly, at least it's mostly in the open in America, though. Crazy.
I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
Damn. How the
I'm not causing Gold's Gym. Man.
Oh, she looked like a lesbian too.
Man.
That's probably right. Yeah. She
in
definitely.
the women's locker room.
Yeah, she looked like a lesbian.
That's why I'm getting kicked out, and I want to make sure the girls know.
So she gonna be even more mad because she like girls. Allegedly, she looked like a lesbian. So I get it too. I get it. But still, for a woman who likes men, who are a regular woman, she'll still feel weird too because obviously it's two different private parts. You know what I mean? And the way we were raised, everyone was raised, right, in a normal part of the world. Obviously, we got separate bathrooms for a male and a female. So it's like, for this to now be okay is mind-blowing, bro. I don't know exactly when this started. Let me know in the comment section if you know when this was okay. But, crazy.
Everybody saw that man in the locker room. No one saying shit. And I'm done with it. It's stupid. It's dangerous.
But she making a scene too in the gym. But I understand she mad, but damn.
I'm the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
Things things like this isn't abnormal in 2025. As a matter of fact, this is probably like one of the things that you see frequently on social media. But the reason why this situation is so infuriating it's the response from the gym.
Facts.
It's how they treated the woman for sticking up for herself and sticking up for what's right.
Facts.
And it's also the attitude and the behavior from the perpetrator.
But they would
because
actually...
they did a TMZ interview. And in that interview,
But the gym also is trying to protect their business. They're not trying to get sued or nothing like that. So they could care less. They would rather revoke her membership than to kick the guy out, the transformer out. Crazy.
You could see from their remarks, from their behavior, from their attitude, they're kind of relishing in getting that woman banned from the gym. They're kind of relishing in re-victimizing that woman after she was already victimized by having to be unclothed in front of someone with a big wee-wee. Okay? Now, when this person says, girls love big wee-wees, what are you complaining about? That already tells me we're dealing with a degenerate and a perv here. And I wouldn't put it beyond them if this was all a facade in the act.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym.
Yeah,
at
she
Gold's
definitely
Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across
She
America.
masculine. Look at her.
We're like, trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turn around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a word through in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you a woman?
But then again, she can't act like she don't know what's going on in the world. All right? This has been going on long enough for you to notice, right? It's probably just new because it happened to her, right? Whereas she ran into it. That's one. Two, what blows my mind is for women like who's allegedly a lesbian, who likes other women, who thinks they're men, right? Shouldn't feel weird, because if you think you're a man, you know, how are you feeling weird? You get what I'm saying? Because one minute they want to act like a man, next minute they want to act like a woman. So that it's all messed up, bro. It's like a whole, bruh, it's crazy. Crazy work.
Or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel. That's nothing more manly than not giving a fuck about how women feel, I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life. I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straightphobic.
She just don't want him in the bathroom.
None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom?
Okay.
And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms?
She raised all valid questions, and what really validates her experience is because she's not somebody they can just easily dismiss. Like, she's not a heterosexual woman. She's not a straight man. Where, again, straight men, we're villains now, right? We're villains now. Right? We can have an opinion about anything, right? You have an opinion about anything, you're automatically a bigot. If you are a straight man on this internet, right? You have any opinion against anything, any critique of any group of people, you are now a bigot. So we can't say nothing. So cool, I shut up my mouth.
Facts.
Now you have somebody from the community who's saying, yo, this is a problem. This is not okay.
The alphabet community.
And they can't dismiss her as a bigot. No, she's one of them.
Facts.
Now, this person,
Facts.
right? Not the woman, by the way, but the perpetrator. The trans woman, the transgender woman, she went on TMZ. And when she went on TMZ, let's just say she was not apologetic at all.
Well, joining us now is one of the people that that Tish says she confronted in the locker room. Her name is Alexis Black, and she's joining us now. Alexis, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi.
Wow.
Hey, Alexis. So we spoke with Tish,
Yo,
and she said when she came face to face with you, it was obvious to her you were a man. So, you know, I don't want to get terribly graphic here, but can you kind of explain, you know, how you appeared? You know, do you believe that she was reading something in that you didn't appear to be male? She perceived you to be such.
Well, first, I told the people that raised me that this is the way that I was when I was 8 years old, and really I stuffed it down pretty deep, and I began using hormones this year in February, and I actually relinquished that information to her about, you know, name change, and it says female on my ID, and hormones, and I mean, I'm registered as a female with the gym, so.
And were you at that moment, because she told us about a couple of different encounters, were you fully clothed at that moment?
Well, she has become aggressive with me on 4 different occasions, actually at different locations in Los Angeles at Gold's Gym.
Damn, so they met like 4 different times. Wow, that's crazy work. Seems like he following her or something. The way they running into each other like that. That's crazy work. Wow. Wow.
But, fully clothed. I believe I was enrobed in a towel on one occasion, and this last time I was clothed the entire time. Yeah.
We know that's a lie because the woman confronted them to their face and said, yo, didn't you tell me women love big wee-wees?
Wow.
And they didn't have nothing to say because they said it. Because if you didn't say it, it would have been, huh? What? Bro, I didn't say that. Stop. And the only reason she would know is because you were unclothed, had it all out there.
True.
That was the point of her disagreement. She was yelling because she had to watch that.
True.
She had to see that. And she was also unclothed. So one, you even lying tells me you have something to hide. Y'all know my rule on this channel. I'll go by the Adam and Eve principle, okay? Before Adam and Eve ate that fruit, they didn't know they were naked. They were completely innocent and oblivious. They had no idea what even being naked was.
Facts.
But when they ate that fruit and they began to get corrupted, that's when they began to know, oh yeah, this is what sin is. Oh, bro, we're naked. They lost their innocence because they ate the fruit. And that's how God knew they ate the fruit, because they lost their innocence.
Exactly.
Right? So with this, the minute you have to lie, that's when I know, okay, yeah, you knew what you were doing. Like, you knew what you were doing was wrong, because if you didn't know it was wrong, you wouldn't have the need to lie about what you were doing.
Exactly.
So, of course, they were unclothed.
Okay. Again, I apologize if this is too graphic, but I just think it's important. Have you...
Let's speak truth, baby.
Okay. Have you fully transitioned?
Be clearer when you say that.
Your genitalia.
That is a process that requires a quite lengthy work. Like, for instance...
Something you come to a conclusion fairly quickly when watching this, they never just answer any questions directly, because they know what they did to that woman was a violation and they were wrong for it. Because when they answer the question, it's a very simple question. Have you transitioned your genitalia? They refuse to just answer the question directly. They go down these long roundabout routes. No, just answer it.
Yes or no?
Did you get your genitalia transformed?
I sat in a chair and had hair follicles removed from my face for 2 hours yesterday in a process called electrolysis. In order to have that surgery down there, one must have every single hair done that. And in order to do that, it would take like, we'll just say like a year or two to have that done. That's literally not even a possibility with where I am in my transition.
So look, from her perspective, I'm just wondering if you see her perspective. She's saying that she's looking at you, say, in a towel, and you still have male genitalia, and you know, you may be transitioning, but could you understand her being uncomfortable?
Well, I certainly do not understand it, but I do get the notion of the fear-mongering that she's perpetuating. The truth in the moment is far from what she is purporting it to be. Literally every time that she's done that, I've had women in the locker room comforting me because of how aggressive.
I feel like low-key, he's still obviously into women, so he's enjoying getting to watch them naked. Because he got a free pass. That's what's like. It makes sense, even though he probably like men. Yeah, even though he probably like men too, and he wanna be a woman, I feel like he still likes women or likes seeing them. Gotta be, bro. It don't even make sense because he's literally bypassing everything and going around everything and, bruh, because he got the world backing him. He's registered at the gym as a woman and everything, right? By law, they gotta address them at the certain pronouns and whatnot. That's crazy work, bro. Crazy work.
He was towards me.
So she was saying, why don't they have a third bathroom? Especially the gym you're talking about at the Beverly Center. That's been recently built. They had a layout that they could have adjusted and they could have put a third locker room in. Do you think that would have been appropriate, or do you feel like you are as entitled to use the women's locker room just as Tish's?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm glad that she said it, that she have put it on the air. And the answer is that would necessitate two different ones, because some people trans MTF, some people go FTM. And so that's two rooms right there. You're not going to put a trans woman with a trans man just because we're trans. That seems like a new envelope of discrimination. But
you know you done effed up, right? I would have stopped it here. You wouldn't put a transgender woman and a transgender man in the same bathroom, right? They just said they will feel uncomfortable. They will feel uncomfortable and discriminated against.
Exactly.
If they were put in the same bathroom as a transgender woman and a transgender man. Well, then don't you understand why
she was uncomfortable?
As y'all would call it, a cis woman would feel uncomfortable being placed in the same bathroom as a transgender woman? Don't you understand how that could be a thing? You can see it from your perspective. You can, the moment you believe you're victimized or being discriminated against, you can now see it. They just expose themselves, man.
Facts.
Now this whole thing of these people don't know what they're, no. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
This person know exactly what they're doing.
Oh yeah. But that's because they got the world backing them too, though. That's what they got, the whole world backing them.
They never answer the question of, yes, I'll be okay with
the higher ups. Those in the shadows.
How about if there was a third bathroom for transgender women? Would you be okay with it? Simple answer is, oh, yes, of course. Now, I don't know how they would do it, but if they could do that, oh, yes, of course, No, they wouldn't. Because getting to victimize those women, I guess, is a part of their yearning to be validated. I guess being in proximity to what they will call cis women is a part of the journey to be validated, even if it comes at the expense of the safety and the comfortability of those cis women, right? Being placed in a transgender woman bathroom does not validate them, right? It does not, confirm or validate what they believe they feel inside. So now we have to sacrifice the comfortability and safety of the cis women so they can feel validated in their identity.